This is the full guide to getting big as a skinny guy. On the left here, you can see a skinny guy is partly covered by my face cam. I apologize for that, but he just has twig arms and all that. Here on the right side, you have Jack Reacher. He uses steroids. Don't do that. We're gonna get to how you can go from skinny to not this, but just like somewhere between here, this area. First of all, good job to you because you clicked on a full guide instead of some clickbait short video, so respect. This video is purely educational. I'm just spreading what I learned. So for your own sake, full screen this video and try to give it your full attention because it contains a lot of useful information. That's going to help you a lot, so don't get distracted. My promise is that if you watch this full-length video, you don't need to watch any other fitness video again, because I watched hours of videos and filtered out what is useless, so you don't have to do that. It's basically the 80-20 of fitness videos. 20% of the effort, in this case watching my video, is going to get you 80% of the results. But actually, I think it's more like the 199 rule, because it's a very short video compared to all these videos you always watch, and it contains pretty much all the information you need. So I will cover everything you actually need to get bigger. But why listen to me? I went from being very skinny always as a kid, I sort of had an eating disorder, to now being actually quite big. And I know I'm not massive. I'm not trying to, show you how massive I am. But I got significantly bigger. And this progress, I think, is about 1 year apart. So I think that's quite impressive. And it's also natural without, obviously without any steroids, but also without protein powder or creatine. So this all just with normal food and trying to be consistent in the gym. So if you're wondering who is this guy here, my name is Yuli and I help young men improve, and I will help you get better physically and mentally. I've always been struggling physically earlier in the days. I was always skinny. And now I got quite big, and I know I will get bigger as well because I just, I know all the information that I need to get even bigger. But I also was, always in a bad mental state, and that changed recently as well. So I feel like now I actually, can help other guys feel better as well, become more mentally relaxed and satisfied with their lives. But yeah, you'll see this in other videos. Watch the entire video and I promise I will change your view on getting bigger. I will also put chapters on this video so you can come back to rewatch the part you need. This video contains a lot of information, so it will be hard to remember everything. I already, talked about these clickbait videos. They have lots of information, but the problem is that, it's all just kind of like reading bullet points. And whilst the people watch, they think they, get a lot of information, which they do, but they don't remember anything like 10 minutes later. So it's useless. So I will try to, talk a bit slower and maybe repeat some things so that you can actually remember it, but also just put chapters so you can, come back to rewatch the part you need. Let's get into the 5 aspects of getting bigger. First of all, we're going to talk about the mindset that you need. It's really important, obviously, but it's going to be a short. So then also how to train effectively. Just, some basics, but also some maybe a bit more advanced things. Then maybe the most important part, the problem with calories, nowadays it's always people say eat big to get big, calorie surplus is all you need. And for many people like myself, this just didn't work. So I'm going to cover these problems as well. Then I will talk about how you can stay consistent, because if you're not consistent, then all of the things I tell you are useless because you will not make progress if you're inconsistent. Then we're going to cover how you can create your workout routine. So I'm just going to go step by step through, how you can figure out how many days you're going to go, what exercises to do, and whatever. So if you don't already have a workout routine, you can create your workout routine together with me then. let's get into the mindset you need. I have a quote by Aristotle here: patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. And I think that describes getting bigger as a skinny boy perfect, because you need a lot of patience, and it's really bitter. It's really hard. The workouts are extremely frustrating at times. They're very painful if you train hard, and also if you need to eat a lot. And eating a lot, actually, for me, was oftentimes more challenging than working out. But the thing is, its fruit is sweet. The progress you make, once you actually see progress, it's amazing. It certainly changed my life. This here is my workout. So I started working out in the gym December 2022. And as you can see, I have a lot of weeks where I actually didn't do anything. Here I was sick, for example, or there, just their week, their week, their week, where I just didn't do anything. And consistency is not always going to the gym every day. That's perfect, but that's impossible. No one can do that. Consistency is more just after these weeks, it's really important to just, come back and don't give up and don't stop. There is consistency. Consistency is, getting back to starting again, so you don't lose more progress. Think of it this way. For every week or 2 weeks, you don't do anything, you lose the progress of the weeks before. So try to go for as often as possible. Just imagine if I only skipped this week here, and I went to the gym as well these 2 weeks here, I would have lost 1 week of progress. It would have gained 2 weeks of progress. Now I didn't go for 3 weeks, so I lost 1, 2, 3 weeks of progress and gained 0. So it's like, maybe the math isn't really mathing, but it's like only 3 weeks here make like 6 weeks in progress difference, just because you know, if you don't go, you lose progress. So consistency, try to get this mindset gone, that you have to go every day and you're fucked if you don't, go someday, and you will never, you will rarely have your perfect weeks. I almost never go 6 times a week, but that's okay because I go, 3, 4, 5 times a week. That's good as well. That's still a lot of progress. So keep that in mind. This here is of the day I was putting in the screenshots, like you can see here, 3 weeks of doing nothing, but I still got back to, training again. So yeah, so that's the most important thing about consistency, is not giving up, basically. Then also here you can see again the skinny guy, and here fat guy. And a lot of skinny guys, and I was in the same position. We always think that being fat is so much easier, to get big and gain muscle and all that. But I think it's actually the opposite. You need to be grateful for being skinny, because the opposite is way worse. If you're skinny, you can still do, all these sport activities, playing football and all that without any tendon health issues or whatever. You can do cardio without fucking breaking down after 5 minutes. You don't have diabetes, you don't have cardiovascular disease and all that. So be grateful for being skinny. And another thing, which I think, in regards to getting bigger, if this guy gains like 2 kilograms of muscle, no one will see. If this guy gains 2 kilograms of muscle, his arms are going to be big. You're going to notice. So if you're skinny and you make some progress, it's going to be visible way sooner than for fat guys. Also, you need to enjoy the process. It's going to take a while, so whilst you're doing it, you can at least enjoy it. Don't try to hate going to the gym, because if you hate it, it will be very hard to stay consistent. And also embrace the struggle, because you need to train very hard. Working out is actually, people make it more fun than it's actually supposed to be, because if you're working out properly, then it's not enjoyable. You're really pushing yourself. You're struggling a lot. It's really painful if you're doing it properly. So try to embrace the struggle. Maybe you will feel better after your workouts, but just keep in mind that it's not going to be easy. The discipline you gain will help you in any endeavor. Nowadays, you often get away with being lazy in today's world. I think the problem here is that in the gym, or the good thing about the gym is if you get lazy, if you're in a rut, if you don't go for a few weeks, your progress is fucked. So you don't get away with being lazy there. And this will, teach you discipline, which I think is great. Now let's cover how to train effectively. Just some basics first. Not really groundbreaking news, but for anyone who doesn't know, I just thought I'd, just cover it as well. Hypertrophy range 8 to 12 reps, 3 sets per exercise, 2 exercises per muscle group, per workout. At least you can do more. We're going to get back to that later, but you need to progressively overload with reps first and then weight. For example, let's say I do bicep curls with 10 kilograms and I do 10 reps on the next workout. Maybe I can do 11 reps. Then I can maybe do 12 reps. And once I get to 12 reps on all 3 sets, then I will go up in weight and go to the 12 kilogram dumbbells. And then I will be weaker. So it's going to be 8 reps again. And, just try to progressively overload with the reps. Once you're at 12 reps, go down in weight, and then you go up in weight, and then you're going to be down on reps again. Just, try to work your way up in reps again. Then concentric versus eccentric. Concentric is, as you can see here, concentric is contraction of the muscle whilst your muscle is shortening, and eccentric is the contraction of your muscle whilst your muscle is stretching. And for bodybuilding, the eccentric part is way more important. You need to focus on this eccentric part. You need to make it longer, than the concentric. The eccentric part is actually where your muscle tears. So this is the part where you, cause your muscle adaptations. So focus on that. Make your eccentric as long as possible, maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds, something like that. Also, I see many people just throwing up the weight and then just letting it fall down. That's not going to be useful in any way. You need to control the weight on the way down to actually get some results. And also go all the way down. Range of motion is important because there's been this study where people did range of motion only half reps, but one with this, this phase, the upper phase, and one with the down phase. So one did basically just this, and one group did this, and the group that did this here got way better results. So the more important part is the one where your muscle is stretched. So focus on that part. If you do half reps, which I don't recommend, do half reps in the area where your muscle is stretched. Then to get big, you need to focus on the muscles that make you look bigger. The biggest differences here are the arms. These are twigs, and these are, 3D arms. I'm using him as an extreme example, but obviously he's in steroids. But you can get from this into this direction at least. Arms are really important, including shoulders as well. But shoulders shoulders don't get that much bigger when you're training them, but arms really do. So biceps and triceps. Then chest also. A lot of skinny people have, this really flat chest. And, this big 3D full chest is going to make a big difference. Then also legs and neck. So let me show you this here. You've seen this picture countless of times. I don't have to explain it. This guy just looks a lot bigger, more muscular than this guy. I myself, the reason I put this in brackets is because I've been slacking on training neck. My neck looks skinny, and I apologize for that. You probably wouldn't have thought that I'm actually, big in quadruples, but my arms are actually, pretty fairly sized, but my neck is tiny. So yeah, it doesn't look great. If I had a bigger neck, I would look way better. Then also legs. This guy on the left here just looked like a goofball. Um, a lot of people, are very insecure about small calves, and I think, calf size is not really that. You can't really influence it that much. Just train your calves, but calves don't really matter as much as your upper legs. They are way more important in making you look big. So just these massive quads I think, are incredibly important to, looking more muscular and big. So now I covered the mindset and how to train effectively. Let's get to the problem with calories. You know about the calorie surplus, but either you can't eat enough, or you eat enough but you don't gain weight. Let's talk about not eating enough. There are many things you can do to eat more. So first of all, this is something I did that worked like a charm. Just try to eat more meals. So try to eat more often. Start eating early and eat every like 1 or 2 hours. So, sorry, if your sleep routine is fucked and you always wake up at like 12 a.m., for example, that's bad because you have less time to eat. So if you wake up earlier, you can start eating earlier. This will enable you to eat more throughout the entire day. Then also the meals don't have to be as big, so it's easier to get in your calories. Eating a lot of food at one time is really exhausting. It's really hard. It's challenging mentally, and I don't really enjoy it. So if you eat more often, uh, you actually don't have to eat that much in one meal. So, that's just way more achievable. It's also just more comfortable. It's not as challenging. Then try to eat more nuts, for example, as snacks. Just grab them when you're going to school, for example, and eat like 50 grams of almonds or walnuts, for example. They're very healthy. They have some protein, good amount of healthy fats. So these are just a great snack. Then also drink shakes, and maybe you can shot olive oil, for example. Liquid calories are great because you know, you can get in a few more calories when you feel pretty satiated. You can still, drink a shake, get that down, and that's like an extra 500 calories, depending on, what you put into there. So liquid calories are also a great thing. Then also track your calories. If you say that I'm eating enough, but I'm not gaining any weight, chances are that you actually don't eat enough. Um, if you want to find out if you eat enough, you need to weigh your food like an artist to make sure that you do. I did that, and I actually realized that there are certain foods which you think, wow, I ate a lot today. But in reality, it was like 1,500 calories or 2,000 calories, which is not much. Um, Once weigh your food and look at the macros and all that, which you can do with the app MyFitnessPal, you're gonna realize, what foods actually have lots of calories and all that. You're gonna get a feel for how much food you eat and how much calories that is. Then just eat lots of protein. This is actually really important. Obviously, you need protein to build muscle. So about 2 grams per kilogram of body weight, or 1 gram per pound of body weight. 2 grams per kilogram of body weight. Maybe do a bit more. So just orientate yourself on that. 1 gram per pound of body weight. Something that helps me get my protein in is low-fat quark. I don't know if that exists in many other countries apart from Germany, probably as well, but Magerquark in Germany, it's OP regarding protein. 500 grams. You can just eat it with a spoon, maybe put some artificial sweetener on it. I don't, I just eat it raw. but 500 grams has 60 grams of protein. That's like half your intake if you're skinny, and that's just incredible. So this is like a food that's great for, getting in protein. It's also dairy protein. Dairy protein is better than plant-based protein for, at least for muscle building. Don't eat too much in one meal, only if it completes your calorie intake for the day. So if you eat, for lunch, huge lunch, I've done that multiple times, and where I just was so satiated still at dinner time that I actually didn't eat enough because my lunch was too big. I was not hungry at dinner time, so I skipped my dinner, and then at the end I didn't have enough. Um, if you eat your dinner and your dinner is quite big, that's fine if it completes your calorie intake for the day. So I guess that's good. Consider protein powder. I don't have protein powder, but sometimes I wish I did because, sometimes I somehow don't really get my protein intake. But protein powder, just, use it when you can't get enough with your normal food, obviously. And also, um, something like whey protein. It's a sort of protein that's really good for muscle building, better than like plant protein and all that. So it's actually quite good for muscle building, but it's pretty expensive, so I don't want to buy that. Then also don't forget to eat. This may sound a bit stupid, but I was many times just busy gaming or watching TV. In the past, I don't really do that anymore. But I forgot to eat, and I just didn't have enough calories because I was just lazy. I was just sitting or laying on the sofa, and I was like, "Do I really want to eat? No, nah, let's keep on watching." And this is certainly not going to help you eat more, obviously. Also, make your meals more enjoyable. If you don't like what you're always eating, chances are you won't stick to doing it. If you enjoy what you eat, you will eat more, thereby taking in more calories. Makes sense, right? Just try to, find ways to make these good foods enjoyable for you. Find recipes, find ways in which you can cook them so you can enjoy them more. Uh, Maybe eat them with a bit of variation so you don't always eat the exact same thing every day. And that's going to help you, want to eat more, and thereby you're going to eat more and take in more calories. There have been times where I ate a lot and I didn't gain weight. This is actually true. I weighed my food. I ate around 3,500 calories each day at I think 60 kilograms body weight. That's like 130 pounds. Um, yeah, and I didn't really gain weight. I think I gained like 1 kilogram of weight in a month. But after like 1 week, where like went back to normal eating because I was sick, I couldn't eat that much. It was instantly lost. So I think it was just water weight and all that. So metabolism can vary like crazy, and all these people say, if you don't gain weight, you just need to eat more. And I think that's not true. First of all, like I already said, metabolism can vary like crazy. There are people who, and I think this is true, they can just eat like a crazy amount and it will not be stored in fat. I don't know how this works exactly, but I could eat a ton of food, shit food, and I wouldn't, get fat. So just to be safe, try to eat, if this is the case for you, try to just eat about 300 to 500 calories above your maintenance, just to be safe, to make sure you're eating enough. Because if eating a lot more doesn't lead to gaining more weight, then why bother? Also, something that is really important is, rather than weighing yourself on the scale, you need to measure your muscles. If you think about it, it's quite stupid that you want to get bigger muscles, but you weigh yourself, because your weight doesn't represent your muscles. So instead, just measure your muscles. The reason I'm saying this is, in like a 2-month span, I haven't gained any weight, or any significant weight, not even 1 kilogram, I think. But my arms got like 1 centimeter bigger in not diameter. I don't know really what's called right now, but my arms got bigger. My chest got 4 centimeters bigger. My legs didn't, because I was lazy. I didn't train them. But you get it. It's just, you're gonna see it, or you can measure it way quicker than gaining weight. Why would I, look at how heavy I was? Once I started measuring my muscles, everything just made a lot more sense. It's just way more motivating. I just feel better doing it. And I think it's also quite interesting, to see how the different muscles grow and all that. If tracking calories doesn't work for you, so I misspelled it here. If this doesn't work for you, at least track your protein intake. How much energy you need to gain weight can vary a lot, but how much protein you need to consume to build muscle is pretty simple, and it's also really important. You don't need to bulk like crazy, just eat a bit more than usual and eat lots of protein. I already talked about eating protein, so I don't have to cover that here. But yeah, just try to get in your protein, get a slight calorie surplus. A slight calorie surplus is not hard, it's achievable for anyone. Don't go for these extreme calorie surpluses if they don't work. That's fine. Then just don't bother. Measure your muscles with a tape measure. Just don't step on the scale, it doesn't matter. Now I covered the problem with calories. We're going to get into how you can stay consistent, because like I said, if you're inconsistent, you won't make any progress. And I showed you earlier, my workout days and how consistent, or rather inconsistent, I was at times. And I guarantee you, if I didn't have these weeks where I didn't do anything, my progress would be so much greater. So we're going to get to how you can stay consistent, and that's going to help you just build muscle way faster than going on and off on the gym forever. First of all, you need to always have set times for each day to do the workouts. So when I started going to the gym, I just went, whenever I felt like it, which at the beginning it's fine, I guess, but it's certainly not going to help you be more consistent. What's going to help you be more consistent is if you wake up and you exactly know, it's already set at what time you go. This kind of prohibits your brain from, allowing it to just, talk to yourself and say, we can do later. Basically, just procrastinate. This is going to prevent procrastination, and procrastination is basically going to, if you procrastinate, you're most likely just not going to go. So preventing procrastination is great. So just have a set time for each day to do the workouts. Also, don't try to train too often if it's not sustainable. There are people who are advanced who can maybe train like every single day. I did it for like 21 days in a row. And after that, I was sick for 3 weeks. I think my immune system was just fucked. I ate a lot, trained heavy every single day. I just think it's not sustainable. You need some, form of rest. Your body can't do that every day, at least not if you're like an incredible professional athlete. Don't do exercises that you don't enjoy. There are plenty of exercises for every muscle, so do the ones you like and you will go more often. Think about it, it's simple. If you enjoy your exercises, you do, then of course you're going to go to the gym more often. If you think about going to the gym and you look at your workout plan and you have bench press there and you hate bench pressing, then you're not going to go to the gym. So there are many exercises. Pick out the ones that you actually like. Always track your workouts with an app to know exactly what to do. I use an app called Strong. I think it's great. You can track the exercises, the weight, the repetitions, and all that. It's pretty easy, straightforward. So I use that. It just shows you exactly what to do, how much weight you used the last time you did it, and all that. So it's just going to help you simplify the process a lot. You can change your exercise from time to time to fight monotony. Um, if you always do the exact same workout, it can definitely get boring. So, changing it up sometimes is definitely not a problem. In fact, it's actually quite good. There's a training principle. I don't know exactly what it's called in English, but it basically says that, in order to achieve more um, gains, basically you need to vary a bit and set new stimuli for your muscles, new movements that the muscle isn't used to, for example. These are going to make more progress. So change it up a bit. And you can also change your workout spontaneously to just do things you enjoy. For example, if you're like done with your chest on your push day, if you did like your chest exercises, but you I had this, so I wanted to train another chest exercise, so I just spontaneously added the incline machine press and did that spontaneously, because I just wanted to do it. It's more fun if you're going to do more. That's always great. Yeah, so definitely do that. Don't shy away from changing your workout every once in a while, and also spontaneously. Try to train with masculine friends. So training with friends in general is great, but I've trained with friends who, there are these people who actually want to go home sooner, want to, quit the workout or whatever. These are not the people you want to train with. They can be great friends, but not the people you want to train with. The guys who you want to train with, and you can just approach them in the gym if you don't have any, but they are the ones who, if you go with them, you always do more than you wanted. They always push you to do more reps, maybe to do another exercise or another set and all that. This is just really fun. So try to do that. And just in general, surround yourself with people who also go to the gym. If you spend more time with people who go to the gym, you're going to be talking about the gym more often. They're going to invite you to go to the gym and all that. So, yeah, it's just, you're going to go more often. It's quite obvious, simple. So I covered staying consistent now, and we're going to get to the last part now. Watch this if you don't have a workout routine yet, or if you think about changing yours. So we're going to get into that now. First of all, you need to pick your days. So how many days can you actually go to the gym, and what days can you go and when? And you need to consider sports games. For example, I have football matches on the weekends, and also just time issues. I have certain days where I just, due to my schedule, I just don't have time to go to the gym. So once you've figured out, let me do something here. Let's say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Let's say, okay, Monday I can go on 9:30, so that's great. Tuesday I can't, Wednesday I can, Thursday I can, Friday I can't, Saturday I can, Sunday I can't. So that's 4 days. Just okay, so 4 days I can go to the gym. Right. Then you need to choose your split, and this will depend on how many days you can go. If you go 3 days, I recommend doing push-pull leg. 4 days, maybe like chest, shoulder, back, legs, arms. 5 days, you can do push-pull leg, push-pull. This is great if you're also playing sports like football, where your legs are sore often, for example. But you can also do something like, I think it's a bro split, chest, back, legs, shoulders, arms, something like that. 6 days, you can just do push, pull, leg, push, pull, leg. Or also just chest, back, legs, arms, chest, back, for example. These are just, if you don't know, you can just try some of them. But also if if you do something like that and don't enjoy it, then just do something different, of course. Then you need to choose your exercise. You need to do at least 4 exercises per muscle group per week, and try to do at least like 2 different ones. So if you have 1 chest workout per week, you need to do more exercises and higher intensity. So let's say I have 3 days of rest. I'm going to go with less intensity, and this here is supercompensation. So let me explain. If I have 3 days of rest, this is where my workout is. My level is going to go down, and then after I recover, it's going to go up, and it's going to go above my original level. So this is where I want to train again. If I say I have 1 week of rest, I want to train harder so that my level, that I basically want to fuck myself more up, because my level will go down further, it will go up further, and will stay up for longer because of the recovery just takes longer. I do that in order to, don't get back to this. If I trained like this with 1 week of rest, I wouldn't make progress, or I wouldn't really make significant progress, because I would just be back at my original level. So yeah, if you do like 1 muscle group per, like 1 workout for your muscle group per week, then you need a higher intensity. Also, you need to target every part of the muscle. For example, your lower chest and your upper chest. Upper chest is especially important. Also, try to do, for biceps, do curls where your wrist stays the same, and then do curls where you rotate your wrist, because as you can see here, rotation of the wrist actually also is part of biceps contraction. So try to do not do like bench press, normal bench press and dumbbell bench press. Try to do like 1 incline, 1 flat, maybe 1 with cables, 1 with whatever, just vary a bit. And then also choose the exercises you enjoy. I already talked about it, previously, but just try to do the things that you actually enjoy. It's quite obvious. So let's say we are going to do a push workout. I'm going to do incline dumbbell presses. That's 1 for the chest. Then I'm going to do flat bench press. Then I will also do my shoulders. So I will do lateral raises. Then I will do cable lateral raises, also for the side shoulder. And then I will also train my triceps with triceps extensions and skull crushers. So this would be an example for, a workout that you can just create on your own. I think like at least like 5 exercises per workout probably, and up to, I don't think you should do more than 10. I think more than 10 exercises is just too much. So yeah, this is how workout could look for you. So I promised you all the information I delivered. I hope at least I did. I covered everything from mindset to training effectively, calorie intake, staying consistent, and also just creating your workout routine. So this was the full guide. If you watched this far, I would really enjoy if you subscribe to help me out, but also to help you out. If you subscribe, I'm going to appear on your feed more. You're going to see better videos than just the useless videos you see nowadays on your YouTube homepage. So do that. My channel is quite small, which for me it's bad, but for you it's great because you can suggest video topics that interest you, and you can also ask questions, and I will try to answer them in the comments. I want to tell you before ending this video that you're on a great path, and we are trying to learn new things and improve, and that's amazing. YouTube is full of clickbait garbage, so I will try to make videos that are so good that you don't really need to watch any other videos in order to learn what you actually really need in life. Right now, my videos are rather superficial. Just from, for example, just fitness advice. That's just very generic. But in the future, sorry, fucking insect. In the future, I will do more videos on just deeper emotional things, like how to really get satisfied in life, how to love yourself, which sounds cringe a bit, but it's really important. How to get out of being lonely, because I spent most of my life being lonely and all that. And I conquered all these things, basically. I'm not perfect, but I definitely improved on all of them. So I want to share with you how you can do the same thing. So if you would like to see this kind of stuff, then subscribe right now. With that said, I wish you an amazing day. I hope you train very hard on your next workout, and I hope you can get bigger.